happening? Hi everyone. Hi everyone. This is the Legacy. This is the Legacy podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Um, this is our first night out. So as you know, this is impromptu. So you might see a little bit of anything. I'm trying to turn my phone down now so I can talk to you guys. But tonight's topic, I feel, will be interesting. And I want to hear what you think. So, tonight, the topic is women, and excuse my language, fuck who they want, but marry who they can. Men fuck who they can, but marry who they want. Now, the question is, which gender or position hold the most weight or power when it comes to sexual relationships, and why? So I have today my girl, Tori, and she's going to talk with us today, and give her opinion. Now, I would have loved to have a guy's opinion tonight, but right now, my girl Tori, she's gonna me and her. We're gonna do what we need to do and kind of give, I guess, our perspectives, even if they vary in whatever aspect they do vary. Okay, so we were going over some things, or which I guess I'll ask the question to you, Tori. Which gender or position holds the most weight or power when it comes to sex and relationships, and why do you feel that is the case?
All right. I feel like men hold the power when it comes to sex and relationships because I guess the only time we really have power over how we are sexually is when you're like a free and open type of female and you have sex with whoever you want with no strings attached and things like that. But most of the time when you going for trying to have something steady, then you save yourself or wait for that person that you want to be with. So then that gives them control because I guess when we holding ourselves out, we tend to shy away from trying to be more aggressive. So we'll wait for the man to show some type of affection and stuff like that to lead up to having sex.
But okay, so um you want this, so the man is going to initiate, the pursuit, and and whatever. But how it could be a lot of men that pursue. How do you differentiate, and how do you sort out and know which one to kind of give a time and attention? You know what I'm saying? To when, I mean, because just like the topic, I mean, we could do. Guys want the sex. We have the sex. We hold that. But when it comes to what, saying something long term and something that is going to be lasting, they hold that. Because there's so many of us that they can have sex with. But it's only a few of us that they want to have a relationship and be in a something serious with. So and I think a lot of us, and and I'm including myself, I'm a woman, we feel that we are, just because we are women, and we, are the mothers of the earth and whatever, that we are natural wives and partners. But I want to know really what the guys have to say, because we may be giving ourselves more credit individually. I'm not saying as a whole, more credit than we should be. Now, we were talking about, say, okay, so we've already decided that women, we possess the power, would you say, agree, of sex? You know what I'm saying? We wield that power. Power of the P. Okay. But men, stinking dogs. Sorry, guys. Hold the power of the relationships, which is ultimately what we want. Nasty. Oh, this is nasty. Anywho, now guys will say to us, say, hey, oh, y'all got the power. Even women, we even feeling power. Oh, we got the power. But at the same time, it's so many of us that have this same quote unquote power that I think it's the one that doesn't exude or maybe show their true powers, if you will, that end up getting the prize, which is the relationship. But we're not gonna go on that right now, because what we're gonna talk about is mistakes, or maybe some of the mistakes that both women and men make. And we can't really speak on necessarily what men, mistakes men make. When searching for their partners, we can give you our opinions of what we feel like the mistakes they're making and how we view them. I've also spoken with several guys that will resonate, and I'll let you know, not necessarily the guy, but I'll let you know, when a guy has said this is some of the mistakes that maybe men have made, spoken from a guy. Okay, having said that, some of the mistakes we feel guys and women have made searching for their partners, you know what I'm saying? Searching for this one you want to be in a relationship with. And as a woman, okay, I was saying, being sexually active. Yeah, we're thinking sometimes, oh, if we, it's not necessarily sexual active. We're humans, and unfortunately, your loins become on fire, and sometimes you kind of ain't help yourself. But the point is, we got to do what's right. Now, as women, we have to be women at all times, because women cannot do what men do and still be considered women. We know that. Having said all that, let's go into it. Okay. So, yes, a lot of times we make the mistake when we're very sexually active, trying to find that one. Now, my best friend told me just this afternoon, and it just resonated with my spirit. Okay. So I say again, we are sexually active as women sometimes, and there's so many of us, because we're, and I don't necessarily, just for the record, but as women compete, so we're sexually active, we with guys, just because we want that relationship, we want something solid. But he said the one that seeketh is the one that doesn't have the power. Well, I can end the podcast, but I won't. I'm just saying. So already, first thing out the gate, mistake for, let's say, the females. I'm one. I ain't saying this is my life. I'm not saying this is Tori's life, but just saying females in general. We gets it in, because we trying to find that one, that's gonna stick. But at the same, that's so generic, doesn't it?
Someone is gonna say,
But
my mama told me you better shop around.
you hear me?
Fuck that. Do not put all your eggs in one basket.
No, listen. No, wait. We ain't going there. We're not going there
You got to
just
have
yet.
multi eggs,
No,
multi-colored
hey.
brown eggs, white eggs.
We're not going that hard just yet. No. Okay. So from okay.
So you
So
probably wanna get two
nah.
eggs in the
So
yolk.
sometimes and if you when you're seeking it and we're doing it, we are wearing ourselves out. Guys ain't tripping because there's more of us. You see what I'm saying?
They
But
say,
it's
like,
only
if you humping too much, your coochie gonna be loose.
stop it.
Is that what they think?
That's not even the point. That's not even the point. We ain't even gonna go science on them. The point is, it's not good. As a woman, we as women, it's not good. We shouldn't seek. Now, on another night, we'll have a topic about hunter-gatherer females. I know this might sound crazy to you. Hunter-gatherer females are females that like to go after guys. Like, guys feel like the guys that go after them ain't, not really there you speak. But they actually like to pursue, and it has something to do with control, but we'll deal with that on another night. You have to tune in. But back to the other things that women are doing to saying that are mistakes that are making searching for their partners. We're overthinking. I'm an overthinker. Most women are. We have to deal with so many things as it is, and we have different paths. I mean, from work, family, man, children. I mean, it's a lot. So naturally, we're built to juggle a lot of things, and sometimes it can go above and beyond. So overthinking, not trusting our gut when we see the red flags. Sometimes we ignore them because of the status of the person, the look of the person, the charisma or charm of the person. It could be many different things that allow us or afford us to ignore what we see, to be real, or as I would like to think, and put on the rose-colored glasses. Okay. Looking for financial security. Sometimes, what I'm saying, our direction could be, hey, what can you provide? I learned to love you. But what have you done for me lately? As Janet would say. Never mind. But anyway, okay. So no clear idea. Sometimes we go wrong because sometimes we don't really have any clear idea of what we want. Some of us don't have any clear idea. We kind of think we know what we want, and we would like to think that we're trying to convey that, but sometimes it don't quite come off, and it might not. I mean, when you hear it in your own ears, if you have someone else replaying it or talking back with you, or say a guy, a sensible guy, a guy that has his head on together, that can play to you, you kind of think, I guess that doesn't make sense. Let me think. But anywho, okay. Control is another reason and another way we make mistakes in looking for our partner, because we want to be in control. We want to run things. We want to make sure that they're going to be a certain type of way. I've had that problem working on that, but that just, and that's because you have a certain pattern with your life, and you feel like, hey, this is the way I think it needs to go, and I don't want to compromise that because this has been working for me and whatnot. Okay, I'm not gonna keep talking, but I'm gonna let Tori talk a little bit and kind of talk about what she feels like the mistakes when you start out with women first that we're making, and you start with your own self when choosing a partner. You don't laugh, right? Okay. Technical difficulty.
What technical difficulty?
Well, you don't laugh.
I'm gonna laugh. I know this.
I know this.
What were you going?
Okay, so like I said, okay, now so tonight we're gonna be about accountability. It's all about accountability. Like, hey, we're not perfect. We know we got our stuff with us, but so what do you think as a woman? Don't go with dudes.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think men. It's not a difference in men and women that like don't take accountability. I think it's narcissistic people, and a narcissist can be a male or a female. And some people, I also believe like it's the way that you were raised.
What you think
if
about
your
what
parents didn't hold you accountable for stuff?
Tell me about what you think about
accountability
is. But first, let's start with the narcissist. What is your definition of a narcissist? What do you find? It doesn't have to be a clear definition. It doesn't have to be a Webster definition. But when in your situations and how you feel, like, what do you feel like a person that is a narcissist, how they act? You don't have to know what it is, but just how they act and how it makes you feel.
They're gaslighting.
Gaslighting. Come on.
Gaslighting is like they would do something purposely to make you mad, and then sit back and look at you like, why are you so mad? Like the whole situation can start off calm. We can both be talking and trying to have a conversation. And as soon as you'll do something like, we're not even having a conversation about something that you may throw up in there. You'll throw a little comment in there, knowing that it's something that's going to catch a person's ear. And then they're going to be like, huh, what you say? And then you're going to act like you didn't say that. Then we're going to be like going back and forth about what you said. And then you're going to try to make me feel like what you said is not what you said. And what I heard is not really my concept of reality. So what they'll start to do is first, when they first get with you, they'll do the love bombing phase. Like in the beginning, try to mirror everything that you do and everything that you want, and try to make you feel like you're the best person in the world. Oh, I wish I would have met you before in my life. Oh, you the best. Oh, everything they asking you what you like to do. Oh, you like to do this. Oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. All because you like to do this and you like to do that. And then they get you to a certain point, and then boom, out of the blue, they just change and start being the person that like, then this is the devalue phase. It's the devalue phase. They'll throw something in. They say like, you may have said something to them about your past, or something about your weight, something about the way you look that you don't like on yourself, something about yourself that you may not like personally. Then they'll throw that in there on you. They'll throw that in there on you. They know you want to lose weight. They'll say some stuff where they know it's going to hurt your feelings as far as you wanting to lose weight. And then they have you start questioning yourself, and then you'll start to see that they're still emotionally attached to other people, because they'll never like make it seem like if anything happened, they're going to always make it seem like it's your fault. No matter what happened, you can catch them red-handed. And they would never admit that it was their fault. Anything that you do, they're going to always take it back to, remember you did this, or remember you did that, or
well, okay, so can we
like if it's a Facebook thing or Instagram thing, or why you liking this person pictures? Well, they'll be like, how you know I'm liking this person pictures? Why you on my Facebook being nosy, wondering if I'm liking somebody's picture? So what you want me to delete my whole Facebook? No, I won't be liking nothing?
Quick question.
Or to block you so you won't see that I'm liking something?
So quick question. Like, okay, so the start, now we're talking about the start of relationships. So at the start of relationship, how long do you think is an appropriate time? No. First we'll start out this. This is the question. Do you think it's okay to have sex prior to getting to know, or after you get to know? Which is you think is better? And why?
I don't really think it make a difference.
I agree. I agree. It depends on the individual because look, because I think it depends on the
if it's gonna happen.
No, I think it depends. I don't think it should happen if it's gonna happen because that just like that could be with anybody. But I feel like it does depend on the individual.
It's gonna happen.
Right.
Whether it happen now or later.
No, what I'm saying, I think it depends on the individual, the two individuals, like if they're mature and they're like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, they got that vibe, they got that energy, like they went and they actually feel like they're gonna pursue something after that. But like, so I was talking to one of my coworkers, right? And so one of my coworkers was saying, like, you know, they've never been like a one nighter, you know, saying and pursue, you know, women, just like, you know, saying, you know, they try to get in those, even if they met them in the club, or you know, saying a night or so, whatever, before whatever. But if they happen to have gotten with them soon prior to knowing, the likelihood of them sticking around would be shorter than if they knew them. Now, I saw a post where a doggone girl said, you know, like, what do you know, you get with a guy and, you know, saying you done got to know him and y'all done been together all this time and you're friends or whatever, and then it's awkward, you know, if the sex is not good or whatever like that. But you know, and you know, you like think about it, but at the same time, we think like how much weight does sex hold? You know what I'm saying? Does it really hold that much weight to where if it wasn't really that good, but you got a good friend, would it be a deal breaker? You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of thinking like, what's your thought on, you know, the individual, how that works, like getting the, you know what I'm saying, really understanding the person and understanding who they are with all their quirks and stuff prior to getting so emotionally invested because we didn't tap on to what, you know, some of the mistakes that guys make, which was being emotionally unavailable or whatever, kind of detached. And guys, it's not. I maybe they wouldn't quote it as emotionally unavailable, but they might, you know what I'm saying, they're thinkers, they're logical, they don't think here, they think here, which is detached from emotions, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They think they're more logical. They not. So we would say, oh, they're emotionally unavailable, but they're really just thinking like, give me black and white. Give me what's right in front of me. What, you know what I'm saying? I need to see the letters on the wall. Okay, so with that being said, you know, how or I'll pose this to the people. What do you feel like is an appropriate, you know what I'm saying, time, get to know stage or whatever? And, you know, and I guess it really is not something you can answer before you have sex. Because it does depend on the individual. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the energy, the vibe. Because you could see somebody in that first day and be like, oh man, and actually have a connection. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, do you think?
I'm not going on a date or nothing with nobody if I don't have an instant connection. I'm not trying to figure out if I want to be your friend.
Right.
That's not what I'm doing.
What? Yeah.
That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Nope. They got to be already there. I'm not going to keep trying to see if something's going to spark. Nope. If it ain't there, it ain't there. And if it's there, it's going to be out of the way. Then we'll know if that's what it really is.
But what is there? What is the spark? Is it something that is on a, you know,
a sexual connection? Ain't nobody, we grown.
I understand
kids.
that.
I ain't trying to date nobody to be going skating. Like, what the fuck? I'm trying to figure out if it's good or not. Like, what you got going on? Like, already know most times from meeting people like where you at financially.
Yeah.
I can't see how big your penis is with your pants on.
So,
and I
would
like
you
sex,
say
and that's a big part of
your
me. And
yeah.
if I'm gonna want to have sex with you. If I don't want to have sex with you, I don't want to be around you. Cause you can be like, ooh, he look good, but then y'all go somewhere and you go on one date. You can see, oh no, he irritating. Nah, I don't want to have nothing to do with him. Because he is irritating. You know, I'm not trying to get Ted through some layers to figure out no.
No, this is not an onion.
This is not an onion. Nope. Gotta get through the horny layers. I'm not going through all of that.
So, okay. So we didn't really talk about some of the things that we feel as women. Men, make mistakes that they make. Now, this is going to be tricky because we're not men, and our view is different, and they are going to always, I'm pretty sure, always say, y'all have it so wrong. But we're going to give it anyway. Here we go. Now, you want to hear it? Here you go. Okay, so just like they say, women are promiscuous and they out there. Men are too. Now, of course, nobody cares. Nobody in society. It's a badge of honor for guys to be promiscuous. They don't care. It makes them look good. You know what I'm saying? The more notches they have on their belt, the more they feel like doggone jangling. What you think they call him jangling for? I don't know. You gonna find out for me. But anywho, the point is that's what they okay. And let me tell you now, men say that women sometimes are too masculine. Now we have those females. We'll touch on that on another evening because there's layers to this thing. But men have gotten a little feminine over the years. They ain't like Terry Von McKenna Sr. You see what I'm saying? Or Joe Edwards. I'm just saying, they ain't like that no more. And I mean, hey, we rolling with the times, but we talking about accountability. Everybody, that's one of the mistakes. Both genders, accountability. We both have to be responsible and accountable for our own actions and whatnot. Now, so we were also talking about, and I was talking with a co-worker, and I have to consider co-workers, of course, they are not online. This is mere hearsay in the court of law, but trust and believe they said this, and they can vouch for it on a later date. They will, but they were thinking that some of the issues that women have, or that men have with women is that our qualities in men and what we look for and what we're wanting in men, what I'm saying, is just like astronomical. And not saying that we shouldn't have standards, but sometimes we go above and beyond, and we have to be willing to compromise with the standards, what I'm saying, because sometimes they can be unrealistic. And I don't know, I can't say that per se. I don't think necessarily my standards. I'm a pretty simple type of person. I don't need much. I pretty much technically provide for myself. But guys they're not tripping off that because they're the provider. So they don't care if I can provide for myself. They'd rather provide for me. Hello. And I want to be provided for. Who out there in doggone TV land? Anywho, the point is, so they ain't even about being a provider and whatever, but I'm just saying I can lighten the burden for them. That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to be stressed out about like, dang, how I'm going to pay my bills, pay her bills. At least she can help, what I'm saying.
Can you pay my bill?
Okay, there's another perspective. Now we're gonna touch on that in just a moment. But no, seriously though. So but yeah, and then it says that we a lot of times as women we do spend time trying to change a man. We get these builder men and we think, oh wow, saying if I could just boom, and if he could just boom boom, I know I made that mistake.
What is boom and boom boom?
Whatever boom boom mean to you. You know what I'm saying? You know how you done tried to change whoever out there that done tried to change a man. You know what boom boom means to you. What you did. I don't know what your boom boom is, but I know what your
build the nigga.
Well,
build the man.
The point
I'm
is,
not trying to change. I can change him. No,
I can change. I can change. Okay. I can change for you. But no, seriously. So, but no, that's one of the things that we
for you. They change because they want to.
I know that. That was just a song that John Legend I have to like on the Get Lifted album. Listen to that, John Legend. Shout out to John Legend. If you listening to the podcast, know that we love the Get Lifted album. Anywho, but no, seriously though. So yeah, we're trying to change guys. Pretty much from what my coworker said, guys, the core of them not gonna change. They might adjust. They might try to, oh boo, I love, hey, you sweet. Oh, don't do that. Hey, you say your hair hurt. Let me rub your temple and carrying on. But they ain't gonna, hey, you ain't gonna punk me, and you ain't gonna use me, and you ain't gonna doggone talk to me any kind of way, or you know what I'm saying, or yeah. But anyway, okay, now women, back to women. So another thing, one of my coworkers was saying that, with women, after say for instance, saying women are, saying with a guy, saying we, after about 2 years, we're expecting to like have saying like we want to get married and whatever like that. Now, I've been married, I've been divorced, so that's not at the forefront of my brain right now. But to the people that out there want to get married. But then, so, 2 years, they're like, oh, we're going to get married. What's up? Now, he said women look for commitment after time, whereas men, there's no time limit on commitment. Like they could be with you 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years and be like, oh, we cool. We chilling. Like I'm cool with her. We good. But we ain't got to get married. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of have to be understood. And you know what I'm saying? Like when you get the person and ask, hey, what are we gonna do? Like how we going? How long is this gonna take? We got to get a clear understanding. This is all about communication. So it brings me to this. Because we done went over 30 minutes, which I didn't want to do 30 minutes, but look like we got a lot to talk about, people. And I'm sorry I ain't been giving Tori time to talk. I'm gonna get on. She's been, working networking, Karen. She's marketing, Karen, in the background. She's doing her thing. Look, she got her glasses on. Look how studious.
I'm checking the phone.
Oh, okay. Okay, she is checking our stream and Karen. But no, so it brings us back to the point, or maybe we never reached this point, but relationships. Okay. Oh, we did touch on should relationships or could you have sex first and then get to know, or get to know and say, if you go back to the women looking for commitment after time, men not really looking for don't have a time frame on their commitment, but we want a relationship and whatever, and we got to get to know, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's gonna conclude that we probably gonna have to end up being friends first before the relationship. I'm gonna say that one more time. I say you gotta be friends first. That's his bottom line. You got to get to know people. And the thing about it, and that's going to require patience. Oh, patience is... It's a mean joint. I mean, a mean joint, because you got to beast your behind still. And a lot of times, and I'm gonna go for myself, we want what we want when we want it. And oftentimes, when that is rushed, doesn't quite go the way we planned. So, we started out talking about women. We fuck who we want, marry who we can. Men who fuck who they can, marry who they want. Who has the power? We went and touched on whereas it's been said that the sex hold the power. It ain't really the sex, because sex don't really matter in the grand scheme of things, because we done found out at the end that you gotta be friends first. And if you're friends first, the sex ain't even involved. But when it comes, it's icing on the cake. This is what my little thing is. This is how I operate. What I try to do. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I shouldn't spill the tea.
I said spill the tea.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to y'all. Now this is me. Now, hey, look, y'all keep this. This is a little gem. What I try to do, I make them fall in love with the vibe, and then I sprinkle a little coochie on them. That's what you gotta do. You see what I'm saying? You get, and see, the vibe is the friendship. That's what I'm trying to say. The vibe is the friendship. You know what I'm saying? Make them fall in love with the friendship and the vibe, and then sprinkle a little coochie on. Boom, gone, out of here. You see what I'm saying? Out of here. I'm just saying. You heard it here. Me and Tori, my road dog. I'm gonna have to tell y'all about our little road trip. Do you still got the video? Okay, that was during the Freaknik time. That might be on the documentary. Tune in. Just tune in to the next time. We might tell y'all about the Freaknik. Never mind. We're gonna talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. What you gonna say to them? And that's what you're gonna say that. All right. Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you. Okay. What you think?